Good morning, Loon Del Mar.
The time is now 8 o'clock.
Broadcasting to you live from the clubhouse of the Loon Del Mar Manufactured Home Oasis.
From the heart of Florida, the Sunshine State.
Florida, the land of oranges, sunshine, beaches, and jellyfish. Come see us. Isn't that a clever one?
You're listening to Luna Del Mar Morning Report.
This radio broadcast features two of Luna Del Mar's favorite residents,
Vesta Poteet
And Dixie Mandrell,
who have set their own radio show
live from their trailer park. The Luna Del Mar Morning Report.
the better known as Radio TBS.
Trailer Park Broadcasting Scandals. A few of the trailer park residents drop in as guests on the show live.
Mary Ewens Wetton.
This morning, I have a serious matter to discuss, my friends.
Mary Ewens envisions herself as the spiritual leader of Del Mar.
Madge Husky.
Thank you very much.
Madge is Luna Del Mar's #1 Elvis fan and tour guide.
And finally, Harleen Akers.
Today, the forecast is weather. We definitely will have weather.
Harleen is Del Mar's stand-in weather forecaster and also director of the town's live nativity scene.
Together, these women
report the news,
plan the community events
and snoop in each other's business in Radio TBS.
by Mark Landon Smith.
Now this morning we have a very special show for you.
Now, before we move on to our special guest interview, joining us today in the studio is Mrs. Mary Eunice Wheaton, Sunday School Director of the United Shepherd of the Flock Baptistical Church, who will be leading us in our daily inspirational and social commentary. Mary Eunice.
Thank you, Sister Vesta. This morning, I have a serious matter to address, my dear friends.
That would be Mary Ewens.
As you are all well aware, I have been trying for weeks to get Imogene Hurst
Oh, I know her.
to change the number on her trailer.
Why is that?
I have nothing against Imogene personally,
Well, I do.
and I have accepted the fact that she continues to teach belly dancing lessons out of her home. But I simply cannot live next door to a trailer whose address is 666. It is evil. It is satanic. It is embarrassing.
Well, I agree.
When I tell people that I live next door to a trailer number 666, it sounds like I'm saying sex. And sex has no place in this trailer park.
You're absolutely right.
Certainly.
So I shall be starting a petition crusade,
What a good idea.
in which I will be asking each of our park residents to sign. If Imogene still fails to see the light, I think we each need to do what my dear late husband used to suggest in times such as these,
Which will be?
and have us a good old-fashioned Old Testament stone.
I agree.
Shameful. That's what it is. Just shameful.
I know that the first two signatures on the petition will be mine and Dixie's.
You hear that, Imogene? Your satanic belly dancing days are numbered, and it ain't numbered 666. Heads are gonna roll.
Thank you for sharing those words with us, Mary Eunice. I don't know what Loon Del Mar would do without you looking after our moral interests.
And Mary Ewens, what is your inspirational message for the day?
My what?
Your inspirational message for the day?
Oh, that? Read your Bible.
Amen.
Thank you, Mary Eunice, for that word. The time is now 8:08 and you're listening to Loon Del Mar Radio.
And now let's check in for a report on the weather. It's getting wild out here in Luna Del Mar. And to tell us about what it is, Harleen Akers, who's standing in front of Emmett Turley, who's been sick with an intestinal problem. Harleen?
Hello, Harleen. What's the weather gonna do?
There's a front moving in. Looks like it should be cold, which means it'll be a cold front. However, if it's warmer, it'll be a warm front. So as you can see, we'll have temperatures. Dixie?
Well, there you have it, Harleen. I never knew she knew so much about the weather.
Some people just have hidden talents.
The time is now 8:05, and that means it's time to hear from our good friend and #1 Elvis fan, Madge Husky.
Madge is in our studio today to tell us about her annual walkthrough trailer tour tracing the life of Mr. Elvis Presley from Earth to Death, which will be opening this morning to concede with the Jesus and Elvis, a tribute to the King's Nativity.
That's right, ladies. The exhibit devotes each room of my trailer to a different period of Elvis's life. The Graceland used will be in the back bedroom, and a display of collected artifacts, including a pork chop that looks like a profile view of Elvis. A hall bathroom will be decorated with loving messages and lit candles and a shrine to commemorate of his death.
Is there any charge for this extravaganza, Madge?
Admission is free to all park residents. However, I'm asking for a $1 donation to see the pork chop. Following the tour, there will be an Elvis sing-along, and refreshments will be served in the family kitchen. Hope to see you there.
That should be real exciting, huh, Dixie?
A Luna Del Mar tradition. That's what it is. Which brings us to mind another tradition. This would be a good time for the park news. Vesta?
Thank you, Dixie. We would like to announce that an annual drive-by live Christmas nativity display will begin this evening. This year's display, as most of our listeners know, is entitled Jesus and Elvis, a tribute to the Kings, and stars several of our park residents, including Dixie and myself.
Good morning, Mary Niece.
Good morning.
Where are you off to?
Making the rounds for the Imogene Hearst petition.
Oh.
You?
Post office, mailing in my publisher's clearinghouse form. I am a semifinalist, you know.
Don't you think you've bought enough magazines, Pauline Acres? You do better spending your time down at the United Shepherd of the Flock Baptistical Church than burying your nose in those filthy magazines. By the way, have you found anyone to be the shepherd in the nativity?
No, not yet. I'm working on it.
We gotta have someone by tonight.
Mary Niece, I know we have to have someone by tonight. Thank you very much. I am, after all, the nativity casting chairs person. I was going to talk to a few people after I got done mailing my entry.
And so, friends, family, and friends, the King of Rock and Roll went to his last great concert in the sky on August 1977. Thank you all for coming today.
Oh, Madge, that was so wonderful. So moving.
It's amazing. Thank you, Harleen.
Especially the soft puppet dramatization of Elvis's Hawaiian concert. You certainly do have a way with the sewing needle and a puppet maker.
It's amazing what you can do with colored felt and Velcro and sequins.
A talent that will come in handy when we start the puppet ministry down at the church.
If you will know on your scheduled events, the Elvis sing-along begins in 10 minutes in the backyard. I apologize for the pork chop resemblance of Elvis, but Clifford says he was starved to death when he came in and couldn't wait 5 minutes for me to make him an egg sandwich. I certainly appreciate you coming.
We wouldn't have missed it.
Oh yeah, you gonna sign the petition?
The Imogene Hearst petition?
Yeah, you gonna sign?
You bet I'll sign. Ever since she arranged those long flamingos in a suggested position, she's been a sore on my behind.
For Pete's sakes, Mary Niece, why don't you leave Imogene alone?
Someone has to keep an eye out for the morals of this trailer park.
I ain't signing.
Very well, Pauline Acres. Don't sign. That's your decision. Your prerogative. Don't forget about finding a replacement for bringing up in the nativity.
I won't forget. I'll just know who to ask. They'll be perfect.
And those open-toed sandals are a bit too revealing for quite a bit of toe cleavage. Change your shoes before you come to church, Pauline Acres. Those sexy shoes of yours don't fall within the footwear guidelines in the church directory.
In local news, I just received this message from Buddy Earl Keach of his and hers funeral garden Verna.
That's Verna Drewberry, listeners, who passed on to meet her maker day before yesterday.
Verna will be on display at the funeral home this afternoon. Buddy says he's going to let out the body at 1 o'clock if anyone comes.
And if no one's there by 1:15, she's going back in the freezer.
Listeners, we are all well aware of the fact that Verna Drewberry was not one of our favorite residents here at Bloomdale Mall. In fact, I guess I could safely say that each and every one of us, in our own little way, for our own little reason, hated her guts.
Even so, Verna does deserve a little respect. Therefore, in honor of Verna Drewberry, a woman who brought a little bit of hell into each of our lives, we would like to observe a moment of silence.
Okay, you're listening to Bloomdale Mall Radio.
Loon Mar, there's nothing wrong with being mediocre.
And now it's time to sign out for today.
We're leaving the station early today so we can join our friends Harleen, Madge, and Mary Eunice.
At the live nativity display entitled Jesus and Elvis, a tribute to the Kings. Hope to see you there.
Okay, girls, we're about ready to begin. Pauline, did you make the shepherd arrangements like we asked you?
I did my best. I talked to someone about it, but I guess they decided not to show.
Who did you get, Harleen?
Hello, everyone. I hope we're not late.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Okay, ladies, time's a-wasting since we don't have a shepherd. Vesta, you'll have to be a sleeping sheep.
Mary Eunice, I cannot be a sleeping sheep. I've got a low.
You got a what?
Low. You know, low. I got a low. Make sheep noises like it says in the Bible.
Vesta, we don't have a shepherd to tend to you, and we can't have you just run around the stable not being tended to, so you'll just be asleep.
I don't need to be tended to. I'm not a wild sheep. It's not like I'm going to be charging around the manger, kicking in stall doors, and have to low like it says in the Bible.
You will be asleep. You can be asleep dreaming sweet dreams about baby Jesus.
When do I come in?
Now, I'll say that when you come in. Pauline, excuse your gift to the baby Jesus. Pauline, your mirth.
Why do I have to be myrrh? I don't even know what myrrh is. Myrrh, what kind of gift is that to bring to a baby shower? If it'd been me, I'd brought some placemats or something.
TV trays would be nice.
Or a small appliance, a can opener.
Just bring in the gifts you've been assigned at the moment, which we rehearsed. Now, Matt, you know your cue?
Yeah.
Now, since our shepherd hasn't arrived, we'll put Elvis in the fields.
The field? No, ma'am. No, siree. I don't think the king of rock and roll would put up with being out in the field. Couldn't I stand by baby Jesus between Mary, the mama of Jesus, and Joseph?
Matt, cooperate, please. If you stand by the baby Jesus between Mary and Joseph, you might confuse our audience. We want to keep the king separate, and pork chop sideburns and a sequin jumpsuit don't fit in the nativity scene. After the angel says, peace on earth and goodwill to men, you say,
Thank you very much.
is that everything? Everybody set and know what they're doing?
What are you going to be doing?
Sitting by the manger doing what comes naturally. Look and hold it. I'm bringing golden frankincense. All right then, places. And remember, when the car headlights hit you, don't flinch. Stay perfectly still. Oh, here comes the car. Places, everyone.
Peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Thank you very much.
Ba, ba, ba.
Gold, frankincense.
Myrrh.
Okay, the car's gone. I thought that went pretty well.
Well, we still have work to do.
Imogene, you came. And don't you look. Look, everyone, Imogene's here. She's going to be our shepherd.
Imogene? What's she doing here?
She's our shepherd. Everybody else is busy or wouldn't do it. Imogene was available and willing. I think that's very gracious of her. Don't you?
I think it's blasphemy. That's what I think.
If Imogene doesn't play the shepherd, then we'll have to cancel the nativity because you can't have a nativity without a shepherd.
Couldn't the sheep spread the glad tidings instead of the shepherd?
Vessa. Now, how is a sheep going to spread glad tidings? All you're saying is bad.
But I could communicate my message by the intensity and emotional quality of my baths. Animals can do that, you know. Lassie, you could understand what he was saying. Every time he barked by the intensity and emotional quality of his barking, I could do the same with my bad.
You're right. We have no choice. Imogene is our shepherd.
Mary and Eve, you asked me to get somebody to play the shepherd, and I did the best I could.
It's just going to have to work.
Fine, Imogene, take a spot in the back.
Car!
Peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Thank you very much.
Ba, ba, ba.
Gold, frankincense,
Pottery!
pottery. Pauline, you're supposed to say myrrh, not pottery.
I don't like myrrh as a gift. It's not practical. Mary could use pottery. I could get her entire place set free.
This is not a dinner party. You are bringing myrrh to the baby Jesus, not pottery. Get it right. Don't you be rewriting the Bible. Pauline, you're playing with fire, Missy. Play with fire.
Dixie, maybe you were bringing in your glad tidings too loudly.
That's because you were banging too loudly.
I wasn't buying loudly. I was buying loudly so they can hear me over your glad tidings.
I meant to say that. Thank you very much. I'm supposed to say it after Dixie's glad tidings.
Well, why didn't you say it?
That was real good, Imogene. Didn't Imogene do good, Mary Niece?
What? Oh, yeah, real good. Pauline, now you stick to myrrh or they'll be held to pay. I mean it. Ladies, we simply have to do better. The reputation of Luna Del Mar is at stake here, and we are known up and down the highway for our annual drive-by nativity display. So, let's pay attention and...
Car! Behold, I bring glad...
Ba, ba,
And goodwill towards...
ba,
Behold, I bring glad tidings and goodwill towards men. Thank you very much. Mama, that'll be all right. Mama, that's all right with me. That's
Goodwill
all right,
towards
Mama.
men.
Thank you very much.
Gold, frankincense!
A leather handbag with silver clasps.
Marlene, myrrh. Marlene, myrrh.
Complete set of tourist designer luggage with retractable roller wheels for easier manageability. Magnavox video cassette recorder with on-screen display. Automatic tracking. Deluxe saddle shooter with potty attachments. Hover super suction self-propelling vacuum system.
That's it. Has everyone here completely lost their minds? Is everyone here completely loco?
Sorry.
What went wrong? Same people as last year. Same stable, everything was the same.
Except Imogene.
That's right.
We were doing fine till she showed up.
Yes, we were. We were just fine until she showed up in her sexy shirt.
Listen, Imogene had nothing to do with what just... In fact, I'll be tearing up the petition. Thank you, Pauline, for inviting Imogene. We appreciate her participation. It's the rest of you I'm not too sure about.
She's right, we know. We're sorry.
I guess I'd better be getting on home. I'm sure I've got some rotten carcass on my doorstep just waiting for me to clean.
Wait, Matt, I'll walk home with you.
Bye. Arlene, good night, dear. We'll see you later.
Alrighty.
You gonna listen to the late night edition?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm a little tired.
Well, anyways, we'll see you tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, girl. We gotta go get the station ready for our late night report.
Got some interesting things to report.
Bong, bong, bong.
The time is now 10 o'clock, and this is
The Luna Del Mar late night edition.
this evening was the opening night of Jesus and Elvis, a tribute to the King's drive-by nativity.
One we are not likely to forget for many years to come.
So all you park residents, get yourself down to the live nativity, which continues tomorrow night.
Imogene, if you're listening, we sincerely hope you return too.
Peace on earth and goodwill toward men.
Bye.
Bye.